Did Cleopatra truly take her final secret to the grave? Or has history been hiding it in plain sight? If you're new here, welcome to my channel, where we bring you the craziest and weirdest facts from human history. Some are scary, some are sad, but all are fascinating. Some of the most bizarre tales come from ancient Egypt, the land of the pharaohs. It was home to some of humanity's greatest mysteries, things like the Great Pyramid of Giza and the enigmatic Egyptian gods. But perhaps no mystery is quite as gripping as the tale of Cleopatra, the last active pharaoh of ancient Egypt. Cleopatra is often remembered simply as a tragic queen, a victim of circumstance whose untimely death led to the demise of her kingdom. Yet to reduce her legacy to just a tragic footnote would be a disservice to the remarkable woman that she was. She was more than just a pretty face. She was a master strategist, a renowned scholar, and the last pharaoh who stood defiant against the encroaching shadow of Rome's rising empire. She was the embodiment of her dynasty, the living legacy of the Ptolemaic era, and her story is one of resilience, intelligence, and an indomitable spirit. Today we will unlock the enigma that has captivated historians for centuries. The official story of Cleopatra's death, a tale of forbidden love and a venomous serpent's kiss, a carefully crafted narrative that was spread by her enemies. We will unravel this story, thread by thread, revealing how it served as nothing more than a cog in Octavian's propaganda machine, a tool used to paint him as the benevolent ruler of Rome while tarnishing Cleopatra's memory. As we peer through the mists of time, chilling alternative theories emerge. Was she the victim of a sinister plot? Her life cut short by the cold steel of betrayal? Or was it the silent killer, poison, slipped into her veins by an unseen hand? And what if her death wasn't a death at all? What if it was a meticulously staged cover-up designed to erase the threat she posed to Rome's ambitions? Today, we will peel back the layers of deception, exploring the darker corners of her demise. We will examine the gaping inconsistencies in the official accounts, those that hinted foul play, leaving no stone unturned in our quest for the truth. And then there's the tomb, the final resting place of the last pharaoh, lost to the sands of time. Did Cleopatra's body find its final resting place in the embrace of the earth? Or was it spirited away, hidden from prying eyes? Join us as we delve into the unsolved enigma of her missing tomb, a mystery that continues to baffle modern archaeologists. From secret tunnels beneath Alexandria to the whispers surrounding Taposiris Magna, we will explore every lead, every clue, and every myth to see if we can catch the shadow of Cleopatra's final resting place. But even in death, Cleopatra's legend only grew stronger. As the centuries passed, her memory took on a life of its own. Some believe that she didn't die at all, but merely vanished, perhaps to live out the remainder of her days in obscurity. Others whispered that her spirit lived on, bound to the sands of Egypt, waiting for her rightful heir to claim her throne. So what really happened to Cleopatra's body after her death? Was it entombed according to ancient rituals, or did it vanish without a trace? To answer these haunting questions, we must journey deep into the annals of history, navigating treacherous waters of misinformation and half-truths to uncover the elusive facts that could rewrite the end of her story. By the end of this video, you will discover what secret Cleopatra has kept hidden for so long. What did she really die for? What was her biggest fear? And what does her final secret mean for history? Let's start at the beginning. The official account of Cleopatra's death has been meticulously crafted over the years, shaped by victors eager to paint themselves as heroes and overshadowed by a veil of secrecy. According to this narrative, Cleopatra's fate was sealed when she fell in love with one of Mark Antony's close associates. In a moment of passion, she allowed herself to be bitten by a venomous snake, choosing death over capture by her enemies. This tragic tale has echoed through the corridors of history, cementing Cleopatra's image as a tragic heroine, a victim of her own desires, willing to sacrifice everything for love. However, as we begin to dissect this seemingly straightforward narrative, cracks appear, hinting at a deeper, more sinister reality. If Cleopatra's intention was to avoid capture by Octavian's forces, why choose such a public and agonizing death? Why not flee, or perhaps negotiate for more favorable terms? These questions cast long shadows of doubt, suggesting that there may be more to Cleopatra's demise than initially meets the eye. Could this carefully constructed tale of doomed love be nothing more than a smokescreen? A smokescreen designed to conceal the truth from prying eyes. If Cleopatra's actions were truly her own, why did her enemies invest so much effort into spreading this particular version of events? The answer lies in the realm of propaganda, a tool as old as civilization itself. Propaganda served Octavian well. It allowed him to portray himself as the unfortunate suitor rejected by the Egyptian queen, a victim of circumstance forced to confront her illicit actions. It also helped to humanize his enemy, presenting her not as a formidable ruler, but as a woman consumed by her own passions. A woman whose choices ultimately led to her downfall. By shaping the narrative around Cleopatra's love affair and her tragic demise, Octavian effectively neutralized her image as a threat, turning public opinion against her and paving the way for his conquest of Egypt. The story of Cleopatra's death has been a pawn in the game of power for centuries, each retelling serving the interests of those who wield the power, ensuring that the truth remains buried under layers of deception and half-truths. If Cleopatra's love life was such a central part of her enemy's narrative, why is her tomb still missing? Is it possible that the final resting place of the last pharaoh holds clues to her untimely demise? The disappearance of Cleopatra's tomb is a historical enigma that has baffled researchers for decades. Unlike many of her predecessors whose tombs were magnificent testaments to their lives and deaths, Cleopatra's final resting place remains elusive, lost to the sands of time. This absence isn't merely an archaeological curiosity. It's a void in the historical record that fuels speculation and conspiracy. Some believe that the intentional erasure of her tomb is a deliberate attempt to hide the truth about her death. If her tomb has never been found, then perhaps conventional accounts of her demise should also be questioned. Was Cleopatra's tomb misplaced to protect the secrets it held? Secrets that could shake the foundations of history? The potential implications of such a discovery are profound. If Cleopatra's tomb were to be unearthed, it wouldn't just reveal the burial rituals of a unique period. It could also yield insights into her death, personal effects, the circumstances surrounding her burial, and any potential evidence of foul play could all come to light. However, despite numerous expeditions and investigations, Cleopatra's tomb remains missing. Its absence only adds another layer of mystery to her already enigmatic life. Some argue that the location of her tomb was deliberately concealed to prevent looting or to safeguard any sensitive historical information it might contain. Others speculate that the tomb might lie dormant beneath the bustling streets of modern Alexandria, lost to the relentless march of urban development. Whatever the truth may be, the missing tomb serves as a constant reminder that there are still gaps in our understanding of Cleopatra's life and death. It is a testament to the enduring allure of the last pharaoh and the lengths to which those in power will go to control her narrative. But there's more to Cleopatra's missing tomb than meets the eye. Is it possible that Rome's grip on her story extends even to her final resting place? What if the official narrative of her death is just one piece of a larger puzzle? A puzzle that includes her missing tomb, secret tunnels and hidden clues pointing to a much darker reality. The tomb itself is not just a place of burial, but a silent witness to the events surrounding Cleopatra's death. What if the chamber holds evidence that contradicts the official narrative? What if it reveals a different cause of death, a different set of circumstances entirely? For instance, the discovery of poison in her remains would support theories of assassination, while signs of struggle might point to a different kind of demise altogether. Perhaps the tomb is not a physical structure at all, but a state of being, a concept that encapsulates the mystery and allure surrounding Cleopatra's life and death. She was not merely a queen, but a scholar, a strategist, and a lover. Similarly, her tomb is not merely a burial site, but a repository of secrets, a silent guardian of truths that those in power would prefer remain buried. In the end, Cleopatra's tomb, whether it exists physically or metaphorically, serves as a powerful symbol of the enduring fascination with her life and death. If Cleopatra's tomb is a mystery, then the symbolism of the serpent in her story is a riddle. When we think of Cleopatra, images of a serpent slithering towards her come to mind. But what if we shift our perspective and view the serpent through the lens of ancient Egyptian symbolism? This shift in perspective reveals a much more complex and nuanced understanding of Cleopatra's story. Her ability to speak multiple languages and her vast intellect symbolized rebirth and wisdom. The serpent, a revered creature in ancient Egypt, was often seen as a representation of divine power and was commonly used as a symbol of royalty. Therefore, the serpent's presence in Cleopatra's story could be seen as a reflection of her belief in her own divine right to rule. This interpretation is further supported by the fact that Cleopatra chose the serpent, a highly venomous snake, as her means of death. This act can be seen as a symbolic representation of her embracing her divine destiny, transforming her death into a means of achieving immortality. Through this lens, the serpent esquisse becomes a metaphor for Cleopatra's transformation from a mortal ruler to an immortal queen, her legend transcending the confines of her mortal life. Deciphering the symbolism of the serpent in Cleopatra's story allows us to appreciate the depth and complexity of her character. It challenges us to look beyond the surface-level narratives and consider the multifaceted nature of her story. By understanding the ancient Egyptian symbolism of the serpent, we gain a deeper appreciation for Cleopatra's choices, beliefs, and ultimately, her legacy. Cleopatra's real secret might not lie in how she died, but in how her legend has reshaped history forever. We began this journey seeking to unravel Cleopatra's final secret, wondering if she had taken her most valuable secrets to the grave. Her decision to embrace her divine destiny, symbolized by the serpent's kiss, ensured that her legend would transcend the confines of history. She knew that her story had the potential to inspire, to captivate, and to terrify, and she used this understanding to her advantage. Her legacy serves as a powerful testament to the human capacity for resilience, strategy, and the relentless pursuit of power. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our other videos, and if you enjoy what we do, don't forget to subscribe.